Hello everyone. So in this video, we will learn how to automatically create and send bulk certificates on WhatsApp directly from Google Sheet. So basically this is my Google Sheet and it has been titled Class 12 Blood Donation. So basically the gist is we have some students here, their phone numbers, basically their WhatsApp number and their associated blood groups. So the idea is that these students have donated their blood and that is why I'm going to send them certificates on their WhatsApp number. So we have a person called as Ligi Manuel. So let me just straight away take you to her web WhatsApp. So this is her WhatsApp profile and as you can see she has definitely got a PDF link. So let me just show you that PDF link. Okay, let me just open this. So as you can see the certificate has been downloaded. Okay, so this is the certificate. Blood Bank Society, New York. Hello, Ligi Manuel. First, a big thank you. This is to certify that Ligi Manuel has donated her A positive blood. So basically, this is her name, this is her phone number, and this is her blood group. So using all this information, we have generated a certificate and sent it as a link on WhatsApp. Now, Ligi Manuel is exploring this certificate. Similarly, this is the certificate that Aaron Alexander has got. Okay, so this is the certificate. And then we have a guy called as Dominic Petre. So he has got this certificate. Okay, so let's have a look at the last person, that is Sherry Deville. So she has got this certificate. So basically this is the gist. So your obvious question is, how did I do it? How did I manage to send certificates on WhatsApp from the data present in Google Sheets? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Drive and WhatsApp. Now the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you the process. Now before we begin, there are three things I have to tell you. The first thing is we are using Chat API to send the WhatsApp messages. There are other options like Gupshup and many more. Now the second thing is Pabbly Connect doesn't own Chat API. It's a completely different software. And the third and the most important thing is that Chat API is definitely not free. Okay, so let me just click on the new tab and let me just type pabbly.com. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. All you have to do is just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. So let me just scroll down and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so at the top right corner, there is a button, Create Workflow. Click this. So basically, we are going to create a new workflow to integrate Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Drive, and WhatsApp. So I'm going to put the name Google Sheets to Google Docs to Google Drive to WhatsApp. And let me just click on Create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. So basically this is the trigger window. So basically we are going to create a new workflow to integrate Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Docs and WhatsApp to basically send a certificate. Now, in case if you want to access this workflow, the link of the template is available in the description box. So basically we have to first set a schedule, the time at which this workflow should run. Okay, so this is how you should set the schedule. First of all, in the Choose app, all you have to do is just type schedule by Pabbly. Okay, so the idea is that at one particular time, we are going to run this workflow, and that particular time the people, basically my students, will be receiving these certificates. Okay, so here we have questions. How often do you want to run your workflow? I basically want to run the workflow only once. And now it is asking for the date. So today is 26th of May 2021. So it is showing 26th of May 2021. I want to send these certificates today. Okay, so now we have to work with time. So the time at present is 18:17. That is basically 6:17 or 6:17 p.m. So I want to send these messages at, let's say, 7 p.m. So I can't mention here 7 p.m. because the thing is, this format is called as the UTC format. Okay, so at present it is showing 1817 or 1818, that is Indian Standard Time. There is a difference between UTC and Indian Standard Time. Now, if you are working from Brazil, you will be following Brazil Standard Time. If you are someone working in London, you will be following London Standard Time. Okay, so basically UTC is the coordinate. UTC basically means So basically we have to convert the IST into universal coordinated time. So this is how you do it. You just go to your browser and just type UTC to IST or IST to UST, works definitely fine. And this is the website I got, and what I'm going to do here is, imagine I want to send the message at 7:30 p.m. Okay, 7:30 p.m. At present it is 6:18 p.m. So definitely nearly 1 hours from now, and the associated UTC is 2 p.m. Okay, I repeat this again, the associated UTC is 2 p.m. So what I'm going to do here is, next I'm going to mention this as 2 p.m. Okay, I hope you are getting it. 1400, that is UTC in 1400, basically 2 p.m. So we will be sending the message at 7:30 p.m. that is Indian Standard Time, and the universal and the equivalent of UTC is 1400, basically 2 p.m. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let me just click on save. Okay, so the schedule has been saved successfully. Now we have to work with data. We have worked with time, now we have to work with data. So basically this is your data. Okay, so we have the name, we have the phone numbers, and of course we have the blood group. So we want all this data in Pabbly Connect. So basically this is how you do it. You just click on this plus button and you introduce one more window. So this window is called as the action window. All you have to do is, in the choose app, just mention it as Google Sheets. Google Sheets it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as get rows? Okay, so get row is an action event. Now what we have to do is, all you have to do is just click on connect. In the new connection name, let me just click on connect with Google Sheets. Okay, so we have a series of Gmail accounts, and in this particular Gmail account, we have this Google Sheet. So I'm selecting this account. Okay, so it is asking me to confirm my choice. Let me just press allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization successful. Just press OK. So as you can see, we have two fields, that is spreadsheet as well as the range. Now these are the spreadsheet or other files that is present in my Google Drive, basically the associated Gmail account. Now out of all these fields, I am interested in this particular file. Okay, so as you can see, the name of the file is class 12 blood donation. So I'm going to select that particular file. So let me just look for it, class 12 blood donation. So I'm selecting it. Okay, now with regards to the range, so basically this is your range. You want to send the data from this cell to this cell. Okay, so this cell address is A2 and this cell address is C10. So when we select from this cell to this cell, the total address is A2 to C10. You basically just copy this and paste it here. Easy? Okay, so all you have to do is, at this point, just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the details. So this is the name of the person, that is Lizzie Manuel. So as you can see, this is the first person, Lizzie Manuel. And then we have the phone number. So let's have a look. Do we have the phone number? Yes, we do have the phone number. And this is her blood group. So this is her blood group. Okay, we also have the blood group. And then we have the second person. The second person is Aaron Alexander. So Aaron Alexander it is. And then we have the phone number. And this is the blood group, the phone number and the blood group. So basically we have two people. So let's explore. If we have the last person, that is Sherry DeVille. So the last person is Sherry DeVille. Let me just scroll down. Yeah, Sherry DeVille it is. We do have Sherry DeVille. So Sherry DeVille is the name. We have the phone number and this is her blood group, O minus. Yeah, O minus. So basically we have got the blood groups. Now what's next? So basically we have to create a prototype now. The prototype here basically means a particular student on which we are going to apply all the conditions, and the same prototype will be the base for rest of the students. So that is why we are going to select one individual student. So I'm going to select this particular student, that is Lizzie Manuel. Okay, so she is going to be our first prototype. So basically this will be in form of an iteration. So this will be our first iteration, this will be the second iteration, the third iteration, and this process will continue up to the last, that is Sherry DeVille. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to isolate the data of Lizzie Manuel. So you do have the person Lizzie Manuel. So we are going to isolate all this data from all of them. Okay, so from a group of students, we are going to isolate only the data of Lizzie Manuel. And this is how you do it. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to toggle this to the left. Okay, and once again, I'm just going to click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, we have the data in a very clumsy format. So this format is basically an array. Now, the idea is that we want to isolate this data, this whole row's data. Okay, we only want the data of this particular student. So this is how you do it. You introduce the iterator. So Lizzie Manuel is actually our first iteration, iterated by Pabbly. Okay, so basically we have already chosen the array. It is already showing the array. So basically this is your array. It is already showing it. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the person's data individually. We have successfully isolated the data of Ligi Manuel. So as you can see, we have the name, the phone number, and the blood group. The name, the phone number, and the blood group. Excellent. Now what? Now we want to isolate each data individually. We want the name, we want the phone number, we want the blood group. So this is how you do it. You establish JSON extractor in another action window. So JSON extractor it is. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as extract JSON data? Click on connect. Okay, so basically we have to mention the data, and this is something you will get from the third accordion, that is of the iterator. You just click here and just basically map the detail. All you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, we do have individual set of data. We have the name individually, we have the phone number individually, we have the blood group individually. Excellent. So we are ready to create the first prototype for our certificate. So basically this is the first iteration. Now we are going to create a certificate for this particular student, and the same process will be repeated for the rest of them. That is why we have used the iterator. I hope it is clear. So basically in the next step, we are going to create a certificate from a document from Google Docs. So first of all, let me just show you the template. So basically this is the template. Using this template, we are going to create documents or certificates for our students. So let me just introduce one more window. And in the choose app, let me just type Google Docs, because we are going to build the certificates from Google Docs. Okay, Google Docs. Now in the action event, how about we make it as create a document from template. This one, just click on connect with Google Docs. Okay, so basically this particular template is located in this account. So I'm selecting this one. Okay, so it is asking me to confirm my choice. Let me just scroll down and let me just press allow. Authorization successful, just press OK. Okay, so as you can see, we have three fields: the template document, the new document's name, and new document's location. So first let's deal with templates document. So by default, it is already showing template for blood bank certificates. So these are all the files that is present in my Google Drive account. Now out of all these files, I'm just going to work with this one, template for blood bank certificates. I have selected it. Now we have to mention the new document's name and new document's location. So we will deal with that later. First of all, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a magic. So I'm going to introduce you to the concept of dynamic tags. So basically you put two pairs of curly brackets, and inside this curly bracket, let me just type name. Okay, all you have to do is just type name inside two pairs of curly brackets. And what I'm going to do here is next, I'm just going to click on refresh. Okay, so basically, as you can see, now we have a magic. Automatically a field appears called the name field. Okay, now I'm going to perform one more magic. Okay, so this is to certify that, again, I'm just going to make sure that again a name field should come here. Okay, so how about real name? Okay, our name means real name, has donated his or her blood. So basically the idea is that here the name of the student will come, hello Ligi Manuel. First a bit, thank you. This is to certify that Ligi Manuel has donated his or her blood. So basically here the blood group will come. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to refresh this. So we will have one more field, that is our name. Yes, as you can see, our name. Okay, so one more thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a field for the blood group. So I'm just going to type group. I hope it is clear. So here basically the name will come. This is to certify that the name has donated his or her blood group. So these are the blood groups, and these fields will be available in Pabbly Connect also. Let me just show you how it's done. So yeah, so we have added the dynamic tag, and let me just refresh this once again. So we will have one more field for the blood group. Okay, so this is the field for the blood group. Okay, so now basically now we are pretty much ready. So let's deal with the document's name. So basically, if you get the idea, we are just trying to generate a certificate or certificates for our student from this particular template. Now, if you're going to generate a certificate, that certificate should have some name. So I'm just planning to give a very unique name. So how about we start with the name, okay, name, and let me enter a dash. and these students are from 12th class. Okay, and after that let me just add the phone number. So we do have a very unique certificate name. Okay, so this is the certificate's name. Now we have to mention the document's location. So basically, these files, when a certificate will be created, it will be added in my Google Drive. So let me just straight away take you to my Google Drive. Okay, so this is my Google Drive. And I'm going to create a folder for this newly created certificate. Certificates from docs. I'm just giving this name for this particular folder, certificates from docs. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just again going to click on refresh. Okay, so yeah, certificates from docs. So basically the idea is that once a certificate is created from this particular template, it will be automatically saved in this particular folder in my Google Drive. So basically let's start mapping. We have the name and this is how you map it. We have the name. So basically we have mapped the name Ligi Manuel. So basically this particular detail will come here. Hello Ligi Manuel. And then we have the R name. Again, we are going to map the name. Okay. So the R name basically means this is to certify that Ligi Manuel has donated. Here again Ligi Manuel will come. And then we have the group. So basically this is your blood group. Okay. And we have mapped it. So we have mapped the blood group. So this is how it will look like. This is to certify that Ligi Manuel has donated his or her A positive blood. Okay, so all you have to do is to create a certificate is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, it is showing a very positive response that the certificate has been created. So let me just straight away take you to my Google Drive, and this is the folder that we had made sure that the certificate will be saved here. So let me just explain, let me just show you the folder. Okay, so as you can see, this is the name of the certificate, Ligi Manuel 12th, and this is the phone number, a very unique name for a certificate. Okay, so let me just click here and let's explore the certificate. Hello Ligi Manuel, first a big thank you. This is to certify that Ligi Manuel has donated his or her A positive blood. Excellent. So what's next? So as you can see, this particular certificate is unshareable. It is only private to only me. But we have to share this file to Ligi Manuel. So what we are going to do here is we are going to make sure that we have a shareable link. Now remember this particular file is present in my Google Drive. So that is why to make this file shareable, we are going to introduce one more action window, and this action window we will have Google Drive. Now in the action event, how about we make it as share a file with anyone? That's the idea, because we want to share this file to Ligi Manuel and rest of the students. Okay, let me just click on connect with Google Drive. Okay, so we are going to again work with the same thing. We are just going to work with the same account. Okay, and let me just press allow. Authorization successful, just press OK. So as you can see, by default it is showing a field that is file ID. Now I want to send this particular file. Okay, so this is the file that is called as data Ligi Manuel 12th, and this is the phone number. So basically I want to share this particular file. Now the associated ID is this one. Okay, so as you can see, when the document was created, it has also generated an ID. So this is the unique ID that we have to put here. Okay, here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to toggle this to the right, I'm sorry, and I'm going to remove this. And here I'm just going to map that particular detail. So this is the document ID you want. You have mapped it. And before I click on save and send test request, there is something I will show you. Okay, this is something I have shown you earlier. So as you can see, it is at present private to only me. Now let me just show you a magic. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the response, it is showing that we have created some shareable links. So we have a shareable link in form of PDF, we have zip format, we have XML format, we have plain text format, but we are going to share the file as a PDF. Okay, so this is the format that we are interested in. Okay, so this is the format. Okay, so we will be sharing this link on WhatsApp. Now the magic that I wanted to show you is this. So as you can see, the button has changed. So now it is looking like anyone with the link. Okay, anyone with the link can access it. So there is no need for any person to sign in. So we have successfully made this file a shareable one. Now we are going to put this link on WhatsApp. I promise you this is the last step. Okay, so we are going to introduce Chat API. In the choose app, let's make it as Chat API. Now remember this, Pabbly Connect doesn't own Chat API, and one more thing, Chat API is not free. So let me just add the action event as send link. Click on connect. And we have to mention the API URL as well as the token. So to get the API URL and the token, let me just go to Chat API. Okay, so this is your URL, API URL. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and I'm going to paste it here. So this is the API URL and I have pasted it. Similarly, all you have to do is just copy the token. I'm just going to copy the token and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so our token is also ready. Let me just click on save. So when you click on save, you will find fields such as contact, phone group, body, base64 encoded, title and the description. So let's begin mapping. So we can actually ignore this one contact/group because we are actually sending the messages to individual people. So that is why we are ignoring this. Now with regards to the phone number, we click here and from the JSON extractor, we are going to map in the phone number. Okay, so this is the phone number and we have mapped. Okay, so as you can see, we have entered the phone number, but there is something you should know. In front of this phone number, you have to include the plus sign. Why plus sign? Well, because you actually have to input the country code. Now, I'm from India and we follow plus 91 as our country code. So that is why I have included plus. 91 is already present in front of this phone number. Okay, so this is the data from my Google Sheet. Remember this. Now, if you are having a different set of phone number, you will have to adjust individually. Okay, now with regards to the blood body, so all you have to do is I'm just going to type some random things. Hello. And I'm just going to map the name. So this is the name and we have mapped it. Hello Luigi Manuel. And let me just enter a comma. After a comma, let me just add some more things. This is your certificate for donating blood. Okay. And let me enter a space. And after that, I'm going to map the certificate. So let me just add the certificate. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to look for this option, that is /PDF. Okay, we do have a ton of options like RTF, simple text, we have XLX file, zip type. So I'm just going with the PDF version. Okay, so we have mapped it. Now the base64 encoding field can be just skipped. All you have to do is just copy this code and paste it here. Okay, we are just completely going to ignore it. Now with regards to the title, all you have to do is I'm just going to type certificate. That's all. Certificate. Okay, so basically we have mapped all sufficient details. All you have to do is at this point just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the message it is showing is a very positive one, that is the data has been sent. So let me just straight away take you to WhatsApp. Okay, so as you can see, we have got the message. Hello Luigi Manuel, this is your certificate for donating the blood. And basically Luigi Manuel is going to open this link and she is going to check out her certificate. Excellent. So basically we have successfully integrated Google Sheets, Chat API, Google Drive and Google Docs with help of PappyConnect. Now before you leave, you obviously have one question, that what about the rest of the students? Okay, what about them? So basically I have mentioned I have scheduled the time. So basically it will run the data at a particular time. Okay, so before you leave, let me just complete the explanation here. So first you integrated Google Sheets to PappyConnect and then you have run the iterator. So basically the purpose of the iterator was you basically want to sort out each data individually. Then you have established the JSON extractor. The purpose of JSON extractor was just to extract each data of a particular row. Then after that you have created a certificate from a template. Then afterwards you have made this file a shareable one. And of course then you have integrated Chat API to send the WhatsApp message. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Docs and Chat API. Excellent.